Hello, third graders. Welcome to another amazing day of math. So you might notice these videos are coming to you a little bit early, and that's because this week I'm going to be gone for a couple of days. So I wanted to make sure that I uploaded all of the videos you'll need for your lessons this week. So we're going to start with 7-1. This is our daily Common Core review. I'm going to read the questions to you, but remember, this is your chance to answer them on your own. Excuse my crazy children screaming in the background because, life is real hard when you are 3 years old. So, number 1, mental math. If there are 7 days in a week, how many days are there in 6 weeks? So, we are saying 7 days in each of these 6 weeks. How many altogether? Attendance at Sunday's football game was 735 people. If that was 247 more people than attended the previous Sunday, how many people were at the previous Sunday's game? So this number, 735, was 247 more than the number you're looking for. So what number for this game plus that 247 got us to 735? Number 3, find the product of 10 times 9. That one's pretty easy. Skip count by tens. Number 4 and 5, we're going to use this table to help us. The Tigers scored 3 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions, and 1 field goal, which, fun fact, 2 2-point conversions would never happen in one football game, at least as far as I know. How many total points did they score? So we've got to think 3 touchdowns. Each touchdown is 2 points. 2 of these 2-point conversions. So that's 3 of these, 2 of these, and 1 field goal to add all together for the Tigers. Number 5 says a point after a touchdown or a 2-point conversion can only be scored after a touchdown. How can a team score exactly 15 points? Well, if I got a touchdown, that's 6 points, right? And let's say that after that, I got a 2-point conversion. That would equal a total of an 8-point score. Well, then later I got another touchdown, but this time I just got the extra point. The kicker kicked it in the goal and we got an extra point. And that got us that 7, which is what we usually see for a touchdown. It's usually the touchdown plus the extra point. The 2-point conversion doesn't usually happen if you're a real football fan and you know that. So then we add this 8 for the 2-point conversion plus the 7, and that would get us our 15. So we could get 2 touchdowns, 1 2-point conversion, and 1 extra point for a total of 15. Now let's move to our reteach. This is where we're learning our new lesson for today. Topic 7 is all about division, and I know what you're thinking. Oh my goodness, Miss Mannering, division sounds scary. We just learned to multiply. What are you doing to us, crazy lady? I know. But if you can multiply, you can divide. You just don't know it yet. But all of those facts go together. So if you know your multiplication facts, then you know already how to divide. Division is basically just sharing with a group, right? So you guys all know this. When you last year would bring like chips to a party, right? You would get the big bag of chips or candy and you would come to school to share with your friends, right? Well, everyone has to get the same amount, don't they? Because if they don't, then there's going to be a couple people upset. So we have to think of division as sharing equally. We're equally sharing with a group of people. Division shows how many items are in each group or how many equal groups there are. So there are 15 counters to be put into 5 groups. I'm going to share these with 5 people. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 all together. Tell Bubba thank you. Good job. All right. So I counted 15 counters and they're put equally in 5 groups. How many are in each group? Well, let's check. 1, 2, 3. So 15 counters and divided equally between 5 people, they will each get 3. These facts look kind of familiar to me, don't they? they look a lot like 3 for each of these 5 people give me a total of 15. Do you guys remember when we did this at the beginning, like in topic 4? We talked about if I have 5 people and each person gets 3 counters, all together I would have 15. This is the same thing, y'all. We're just doing it backwards. Instead of trying to figure out how many we have all together, we're trying to figure out how many each person's going to get. So let's practice this with number 1. 12 tennis balls go into 4 cans. How many tennis balls will be in each can? Well, I'm going to use my little marker here, and I'm going to draw some 12 tennis balls. So and I need 4 cans. So here's 1 for 1 can. Here's another can, and another can. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I've met my total of 12. They are sorted into 4 different rows. Oh my goodness, this is starting to look a lot like multiplication. How many in each of these cans? Well, here's 1 can of them. How many are in there? You're right. 3 tennis balls are in that 1 can. 3 of them. I'm going to get rid of this box. It always drives me insane, and you guys already know that. So there are 3 tennis balls in that can. All right. This is starting to look familiar, isn't it? That's a good feeling. Now I've got 20 cookies, and I've got to put them into 5 bags. I'm sharing it between my 2 kids and my 3 nieces, right? How many cookies are going to be in each bag? All right, well, I'm going to draw out some 5 bags here. Here's 1, here's 2, there's 3, 4, and 5. All right, so there's the 5 bags for the kids. We've got Charlotte, Harrison, Riley, Olivia, and Winter. And I've got to give them 20 cookies because Lord help me if one of those kids gets 1 cookie more than the others. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. I've got my 5 bags. I separated the 20 cookies equally. It looks like they all have the same amount. I see 4, 4, 4, 4, and 4. So each bag must get 4 cookies. What does this look like to you guys? This looks to me a lot like 5 bags. Each bag has 4 cookies. How many cookies all together would be 20? It's the same as multiplication. We're just doing it the backwards way. We're starting with the biggest number and ending with the smaller number. You guys can do this. All right, let's look at number 3. There's 16 apples, and I'm going to put them into 2 baskets. How many apples will be in each basket? So this is asking me 16 divided into, oh man, I don't have a division symbol on here, do I? Bummer, bro. Here, I'm going to draw one. So 16 divided into 2 baskets will equal how many apples in each basket? Well, to do this backwards, I'm going to think, what number times 2 will get me 16? I remember my doubles. 8 times 2 will get me 16. So that means that 16 divided by 2 is 8. We are going with our fact families. We're working backwards. All right. Now, if there's 20 fingers and 4 hands, how many fingers are in each hand? Y'all, look at your hand real quick. Just look down at it. How many fingers are on each of your hands? 5, right? So if I have 4 hands, so that's my 2 hands and maybe my mom's 2 hands. We've got 20 fingers all together, right, y'all? Because I've got 10, she's got 10. How many on each hand? Well, what number times 4 is 20? 5. Because 4 times 5 is 20. That means that 20 divided by 5 will equal, or I'm sorry, divided by 4 will equal 5. So there are 5, fingers on each hand. And I've got to draw out this division symbol. Y'all will probably have to do this too. Because on your keyboard, it doesn't have a symbol that looks like this. Instead, it has a symbol that looks like this. This means the same thing as divided by, but it's not one we see really often in 3rd grade. So you can just draw out that little division symbol like I did. All right, number 5. One box contains 12 granola bars. 2 bars are in each package. Ooh, that tells me I'm multiplying or dividing each. How many packages are in each box of granola bars? So think about Pop-Tarts, right? We all know about Pop-Tarts. When you open a package of Pop-Tarts, you've got 2 Pop-Tarts in each of those silver packages, don't you? So, well, each of those have 2, and on the box, it'll tell you there's 12 Pop-Tarts, even though there is how many packages of them? So we are thinking about 12 divided by 2. So 12 are in this package, and I'm dividing them by 2, right? There's 2 in each of the little silver pouches. How many would be in each box? What number times 2 will get me 12? That's going to help me out here, looking at my multiplication facts. What number times 2 will get me 12? Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I had to skip count 6 times. So that means that 12 divided by 2 is 6. There are 6 packages in each of those boxes, 6 silver pouches. All right. Could you divide 14 shirts into 2 equal groups? Why or why not? So if I've got 14 shirts and I need to put them into 2 groups. So here is one group. Oops. That was way too big. Here we go. Let's try again. Here is one group. Here is another group. And I got to sort out 14 shirts, right? So I'm going to just use a bigger dot here and change the color to keep track. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so I've got 14, right? 14 total. It says 2 equal groups. So let's look at my groups real quick, y'all. Make sure they're equal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, this one has 7. Let's look at our next group, okay? We got to make sure they're the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one has 7 also. Are 7 and 7 equal? They are, aren't they? They are 2 equal groups. So yes, we can sort them into 2 equal groups. Why? Because 14 is an even number. Did y'all notice that? Remember, any multiple of 2 is going to be an even number. So 14 divided by, you might see it like this way as well, 2 equal groups equals 7. So just like how we stack multiplication and division, this is kind of the way they stack division. Or I'm sorry, we stack multiplication and addition, I meant. This is kind of the way they stack division is this way. But it means the same thing as this divided by symbol, just in case you see it. So yes, 14 is an even number. We can divide it by 2. We can skip count by 2s to get to that number. So now when you move on to your practice, it has boxes for you to fill in with the pictures. So it says, use counters or draw a picture to solve. Now, some of y'all might have this on a worksheet, and it'll be easy for you to draw a picture. Now, if you're on Seesaw, here's something you can do. You can do what I did and just make your dot a little bit bigger and just use a dot for everything with different colors. That is totally fine. There's also a handy little tool here where you can click shapes. And let's say it says 18 marbles between 2 people, and you want to use a marble. Maybe your marble is, I don't know, maybe it's a heart-shaped marble. You could do that. You could say, well, here's one of my marbles. And if you need 18 of them, whole buddy, you're going to be drawing lots of hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, you got your 18 marbles. You got to split them between two people. So I can just split this here in half and then move them just like you did back in first grade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I remember 9 times 2 is 18. I'm going to check my other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on this side. And that's 2 equal groups. So 18 divided by 2 would be 9. Now this is one way of doing it. And of course it doesn't look the prettiest. You can always shrink these down and make them smaller. And then look, you can click these 3 dots and click duplicate. And that'll get you the exact same size again, so you don't have to resize all of them. Either way, it is your choice. You can use the dots here. You can use the little sparkle tool. That one's a little bit harder to see. Whatever you want to do. The easiest way is probably just using your marker tool and using one of the bigger dots. So when you look at 5 and 6, these ones we didn't really practice on the Reteach, so I want to talk to you about them. It shows you it shows it to you as a part whole diagram. You guys remember these when we add and subtract and multiply? Well, it says we got 15 altogether in 3 equal groups. And these groups look equal. They are the same size. So I know that the number in each of these groups has to be the same, right? So 15 divided by 3. What goes in each of these groups? What number times 3 would get me 15? Well, if I have 15 divided by 3, I know 5 times 3 is 15. Let's see. Here's 5. Here's 10. Here's 15. 5, 10, 15 to get me my total.
I accidentally broke her smoothie cup on accident.
Is it spilled?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go.
The whole juice.
I will clean it up. It's okay. All right. As you guys can hear, I have a pickle or a smoothie to go clean up. So I hope this helped you. Reach out to your teacher if you need more help, and I'll see y'all next time.